Introducing the Open Palm Podcast with host Jerome Shaw, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. The Open Palm Podcast is a positive, uplifting, motivational, and inspirational podcast. The host brings his insight and philosophy, and you can't help but gravitate towards his smile, his words, and his wisdom. Again, the podcast he hosts is titled The Open Palm Podcast. It's about inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas and topics. He'll also help you become more aware and in harmony with your own life, giving you a better understanding of your place in the world and using your skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. You can find the show today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You can also connect with the host on Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's JROMESHAW on Instagram. Jerome Shaw with the Open Palm Podcast. Motivation, meditation, mentality. Go listen, download, and subscribe today.
My friend, your journey is someone else's blueprint. Your test, the test that you are going through right now, is a testimony for someone else. What you think is a mess will be a message for others. Never underestimate the power of your story. We may feel when we are going through the trial and error, the tribulations, the relations, we may feel that we are being punished. I used to feel I was being cursed. I used to feel I was doomed to go through failed relationships, for things to happen to me, for past transgressions, past errors in judgment, past failures. But now I know. It was all for the good. There is a bigger play at work. There is a bigger plan afoot. We may never know the big picture when we're stuck inside the frame, stuck inside our minds, not living in the now, not living in the Tao, living in the past, living in the future, always contemplating, reminiscing, ruminating, and then the anxiety of what may be that has not yet come. But just know, everything you're going through right now, there is a reason and a season. And that reason may not just be for you. It may be for someone else with ears to hear your story, your message, your testimony. Your journey is someone else's blueprint. For to know the road ahead, we should ask those coming back, people who have been where we are going. Don't underestimate your story, my friend. You still hold the pen in your book of life. You are writing it. But in years to come, someone will read that book. What might they find among the pages of the life you have lived today? Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast here in San Antonio, Texas. I trust you received an encouraging message letting you know that your story is powerful. You never know who's listening. You never know who's watching. I urge you to write it down, document your journey, put it in pen form. Reflecting in that way is like time traveling. It can change your whole perspective. You could spot things you never did before, and you can change not only your life, but someone else's. someone who has been waiting on you, waiting to hear your story. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if this is your first time receiving this podcast, subscribe for more inspirational messages. If you'd like to support, head on over to anchor.fm/jshaw. Clicking the support button there is much appreciated. Big shout out to all the wonderful supporters who donate, making it possible for episodes like this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a blessed day or night, wherever you are, my friend. And as always, take care.